Hello, Team Life Changers. All right, what is the date? The first weekend in May? I know it's after Mother's Day. My calendar fell down. Oh, no, here it is. Then we're the second week in May, so May 9th. And I want to go over Success Club points. And let's see here. I'm going straight to the document. So I'm hoping that you guys are updating your documents, because now there's so many different teams and so many people. For those who are on Sarah's team or other ones who are selling and getting on and you have no idea what we're even talking about, every time that you sell a challenge pack, you get 2 points. And every time you sell Shakeology, you get 1 point. So that accumulates, and we are always going for a goal of at least 5 a month. So you hit SC5. And the better of the two goals would be SC10. The difference between the two, which there were some questions this week, when you hit SC5, you get leads from Beachbody. So it'll be people that just order, it's a free account. Like people can get on Beachbody and get a free account, and you can get those free leads. If you hit SC10, and you have to have everything like that, there's a checklist that you have to get done. If you have everything on that and you hit SC10, then you get free leads from Beachbody who have purchased either a challenge pack or they're already on the Shakeology, so you are going to get commission. That very first purchase that they make, you don't get commission from that, but every purchase after that, you get commission from that. So that's why SC10 is definitely the better of the two, but SC5 is great to build your business from, for sure. So on the board, we have Kathy Park at 1 point, Cindy DePinto at 4 points. Man, 1 point, you're on it. Miriam Helton. Oh, and let me say too that you get prizes from Rebecca. You get prizes too from Beachbody, but these are kind of fun. So this was the prize that my husband surprised us with, little purse hooks. So let me just show you this. Look at me, squirrel. I'm being like distracted. Okay, wrong side. You pull it out, like you have to kind of manhandle it and pull it, and then you twirl it around. Once you get it, you'll get it in the mail if you hit Success Club. And then you, look at me twirl. So then this sits on the table, and then your purse hangs from there. Isn't that cute? There's little diamonds on it. So, all right, so anyway, so you get a reward from Beachbody and from my husband, we'll say. Okay, Miriam Helton is at 2 points, and Sarah McCaffa is at 1 coach, 2 points, and girlfriend went diamond, y'all. She went diamond. She hit it. We counted it up, and I think that we are both at 11 weeks. Sarah went diamond in 11 weeks. I went diamond in 11 weeks. How awesome is that? I was just in tears. I was up until midnight last night, just like, I just couldn't sleep. I wanted to laugh and cry and giggle. So excited for her. So super, super excited. And let me say too, we haven't gotten to hers yet because we have some other rank advancements. So Sarah is diamond. We have Teresa Sowers at 2 points. We have Gina Campbell, who has gone emerald. I am so excited. We're going to hear from them. Okay, can you guys mute your lines? I'm not sure. Hang on. Let me go back in here. Mute. Sorry. There we go. Sorry. Okay, so Gina Campbell went emerald. So super excited for her. We're going to hear from her tonight. She has some stuff that she's going to share. And Cindy Lanninga went emerald last Thursday. So we've been celebrating her. And she, are you kidding? She is at 8 points. So she is at SC8. So good for you, Cindy. So excited. And then Rebecca at 10 points. So we are rolling. We're jamming on success points and rank advancement. I mean, this is like, it's so exciting. So I actually want to kick off the call. So we have 2 different chats going on. I kind of I definitely have my chat, my little private chat with my coaches who are definitely doing the business. And then there's another chat that I'm kind of in there, and I pipe up every now and then in Sarah's coaches and her things. And so everybody that's, that's been into those chats, we've had some good days, we've had some bad days, we've been excited, we've been disappointed, and I am loving it because Gina has just been very real. Like, if it's a bad day, it's a bad day. If it's a good day, it's a good day. And I just appreciate that. Now, me as the leader, I'm like, you better snap out of this bad attitude. you better hit success, just like, because there's going to be bad days and there's going to be good days, right? For anything, parenting, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. But what I am super excited about is that Gina last week, there were so many things that she didn't hit SC. She wanted to hit SC and didn't hit it. That is a bummer when you have a goal and you don't hit it. It's a bummer. We had a team call, one of the top coaches. She had been like top coach level until the very last week, and she dropped down to 11th, so she didn't make that 10th coach. It was Brittany Leggett. Brittany Leggett. We watch a lot of her videos, and it's like it was devastating for her, for sure. But what I love is that, again, here I am with my Bible verses, but there is a verse that says we are struck down but not destroyed. We get knocked down, but we get up. We get knocked down 7, we get up 8, right? So anyway, that is what Gina did, and then she started hitting it, and then now she's just like, I don't know what to do with all these coaches. Where do I put them? Where do they need to go? I have no idea. I don't know about hubby. I don't know about anything. Where are all these people? So I want Gina to kind of share from her heart what this past couple of weeks have been like, what her business has been like. And then we're going to get into some open questioning about what we do with our coaches. Where do we put them? What does it look like when we start building our team? Because we've got some rock solid people in here that could look, and I promise I'm not just saying this. I was messaging Jatana today. I was like, I want to see Sarah pass me. I want to see this team just like blow it up. There are so many of you who are so set up to going diamond. It's not even funny because you have your husband here and you have a business person over here. And you already have, if you have those 2 emeralds in place, it's so easy to get those discount coaches and then just go with it. So, but we'll get into that later. All right, Gina, can you unmute your line and just talk to us? What have your past few weeks been like for you, girl?
Okay, so can you all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So like Rebecca said, last week was tough because I talked to a bunch of people. And they were all, yes, we're going to order, we're going to do it tonight, we're going to do it tomorrow. And it just never seemed to happen. It was like, what am I doing wrong? And, but, I got down on myself and said, well, what can I do differently? I can't keep focusing on 1 or 2 different people because when that falls through, what else do I have to fall back on? So I have to keep working on doing something that's positive. So, and the timeliness of the thing that Rebecca sent with the daily social media guide just kind of came at around that time while I was having this thought. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to every day do something on social media. I use Hootsuite to set it up because I'm at work. It's hard for me to get on Facebook. I just got a sign saying my internet connection is unstable, whatever that means. So anyway, after I started doing that and really focusing on that, all of a sudden, all of these people that I had been talking to were contacting me saying, we're ready to get started. And I said, well, how about doing discount coach? What did I have to lose? Was to ask them to do that. And sure enough, they did. And 4 people signed up as coaches this weekend. And like Rebecca said, I had no idea what to do with them. So I've been calling her and messaging her and saying, I don't know where to put them. And the really neat thing is that the people that I signed up as discount coaches, came back to me and said, oh, I have 2 people that I'm going to sign up underneath me. And so I've got 2 different coaches who have other people that they are signing up on, which is fabulous. And that's it. I think it's just good to be honest with yourself and not feel like you're in a competition. When you feel like you're in a competition, get all stressed out and you lose focus of what you're really trying to do. So that's full.
And I think that's great too, because the concern that you were having like last week was about hitting Success Club. And then all of a sudden the people just started coming out of the woodwork ready to order from you. And then you were able to give that. So do you think that was more of your posting that's changed that? Or do you think it's people that have been watching you for a while, or what?
A couple of them, I think they've been watching me for a while. And I think I messaged this morning that I went to the doctor's office, and the nurse that usually does my blood pressure and that stuff, she said, oh, Gina, I've been watching you on Facebook. And she never, ever likes my Facebook posts. She never really converses with me on Facebook. And she said, can you give me more information? So whatever I was posting was resonating with her. And she knew I was coming in, and she took that opportunity to talk to me about it.
Mm-hmm. How many times do you post a day?
4.
Okay.
4 times.
And do you set that on Hootsuite to post, or do you?
Yeah. I set it on Hootsuite. I set the specific posts that are described in that social media guide.
Mm-hmm.
I use those subject matters and I set those up. And then throughout the day, I may throw in something else. But for those 4 things, I try and come up with something, and I have to do better at taking pictures. I hate getting my picture taken. And so that's the one thing that I need to kind of step out of my comfort zone and do more of. But definitely, some of those posts have been shared multiple times. One for Mother's Day that says to mom, upside down is wow. That got shared I don't know how many times. And so it kept popping back up on my news feed as being shared. So some of those posts do resonate with people and they share them. So, And I wouldn't have thought of those myself.
Right. Right. And that's what I heard. We were on a team call last week with a diamond, I don't know, just another place that I get an opportunity to go and glean from and just get wisdom. And he was the one that was sharing, well, one of the other teammates was sharing how that's where I got the idea, because we were talking about going to top coaches and really like going in there and just watching, like picking 2 a month and just really gleaning everything you can from their styles. I mean, for real, when I went to when I was on the cruise and we got to have, there was just 2 sessions where we could go and hear from the top coaches. They are night and day, and all of them are so totally different. And it was easy for me to think, oh, well, everybody's going to go to so-and-so because, yeah, I mean, and like even with Jatana, I mean, Mrs. Virginia, and she's cute, she's a Barbie doll, she's beautiful. I'm thinking everybody's going to go to her. But what's interesting is even in that panel, I mean, 10 beautiful women, but beautiful in so many different ways. I mean, some people that you're just like, wow, you know, like you're a Beachbody coach and so successful, you know, some were, you know, really cute and, you know, like look like they could be Mrs. America. And then others were just real and plain and, you know, just being themselves. I love that. I love that because I'm like, anybody can be healthy. Anybody can be a Beachbody coach, and anybody can be encouraging. So your friends, again, are going to be drawn to you. And I've had people that are drawn to my coaches under me. There are people that I've been talking to for months, and then I've had coaches sign up, and now those people are signing up under them. That does not hurt my feelings at all. My thing is, they're in this. We're all part of a team. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you will see that too. It's actually better when people do sign up underneath your people anyway. Then you're not fighting for people and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, see, I'm squirreling. But what I was going to say is in that call, he had us, they were teaching us how to go to different people's their Facebook walls, and you would see the different posts. So what they would do was like just copy and paste and put it like in a Word document, whatever those wordings were. And then they would take it and paste it somewhere. And then they would just keep it like for a rainy day. And then they would, like on a day when they need a post, you go to that Word document and read it, get the idea in your mind, and then just go to your page and then just put that idea in your words. So you're not copying, because I have seen and heard some catty things of like, she copied my post, and Jatana's been, and like some of her friends and stuff have been like crazy about that kind of stuff too. So I thought that was great ideas when you don't know what to post about. So, and then those other things that are in our top coaches group, those little things, I'm going to start posting them first thing in the morning so that everybody, like, it's fresh. What am I going to post today? I'm going to try to. Maybe I should put that on Hootsuite. But anyway, I really want to open this up so you guys can all unmute yourselves and just chat it up. I mean, does anybody have any questions or ideas or things that you can think about with Success Club, or concerns, or, with your business, or what? Questions for Gina, or is there anything in specifically that you're wanting to talk about?
I would just say that, it's good to focus on Success Club and to focus on those things. I found for me that it kind of changed my personality a little bit, and I had to step back from that because I felt all of a sudden like I wasn't really being the true me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. I was focusing on things that it wasn't me. So I can't be like Sarah, and I can't be like Rebecca. I've got to be like me. And so when I stopped worrying about that stuff, it seemed like the opportunities opened up more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was just coincidence or if it was just the tone of what I was posting was different.
Mm-hmm.
And people who were contacting me are not necessarily people that are in my closest circle. So they're people that I haven't talked to for a while. So I think that they saw me genuinely as me, showing them a way to do something that they have also thought about doing.
Yeah, I think that's good. And I think that there is a you can feel it and it when things are coming from the heart and you're sincere. When you are sincere about helping others and you are giving that to others, people know it. Or if you're just saying, if all they, join my challenge group, people are going to do that. They want to know who you are. They want to know we've got to pour into them. We've got to bring value to them to where they want. Otherwise it's just a salesperson, and why are they going to come to our challenge group? Why are they going to be, I wouldn't want to be in someone's challenge group if they're slimy salesy. It's just me. I would feel like, ugh, I don't know. But, all right. So, anybody else have anything to add or questions or anything? Please feel free. Just jump in with anything. Do you guys know what do you do if all of a sudden you have 4 coaches sign up? Like if you have 2 coaches, 3 coaches, or whatever, do you guys know what to do with them or where to put them when they do sign up? Like the first step needs to be, it needs to be that checklist, the new coach basic checklist, and give them that video of how to set it up. Because it never fails. If they get that new coach checklist and then that video of how to set it up, I haven't gotten any questions ever about how to set up an account when they watch both of them. If they haven't watched them, then they're like, how do I send the link? I'm like, you have not watched that video. Just go back, you scooch along a little bit. But the new coach basics, the checklist, and I've tweaked it some to make it more like Life Changers because it actually came from Summer Tucker. Then it went to Jatana, and then I tried to tweak it, for Life Changers. So I think it really, I need to go back and look at it, but it covers all the basics to where people know where the links are, they know how to do it, and they can go. Once they do those two things, have them go to the pinned post. For right now, I am keeping that New Coach Basics Training Academy. We are just now starting to see a couple more coaches. We have Laura and then Brandy. They are on Sarah's team. Most of my team that are really wanting to do the business, you guys already kind of know the business, but going to that New Coach Basics and just going through those videos, literally after they get the account set up, they can go through that pinned post. If they want to do the business, and they can really go over that in 2 days. Depends on how hungry they are. They can stretch it out the 14 days. For me, because I kind of copied the model even of those videos from another, I watched them in 2 mornings. I couldn't get enough. So if you have coaches that are discount coaches, put them in Life Changers, introduce them and say, hey, here's a coaching page that all coaches go to, whether you're a discount or whatever. Put them in there, but don't put them in the New Coach Basics unless they really want to start selling. It's too much, it's too overwhelming, and they're going to get a bad taste in their mouth. Okay, so if you just have discount coaches, put them in Life Changers. If they're, I want to assign maybe my daughter or, spouse or whatever, then get them into New Coach Basics. Let them see those first 2 things. Say, go to that pinned post, watch that. And then if they are in the new coach training, you never know. They may want to watch those other videos that are in there and then get an overview. That is going to give an overview of the whole business. It's not going to give details of how to set up your coaches and how to do this and sponsorship drill down. It's not going to give that. It's just going to give a whole overview of the company. Okay, so does that make sense? Discount coaches goes in Life Changers. When someone becomes a coach and wants to do the business, they need the links. Get them in the Training Academy. Have them go and set up their account with that video and have them do the overview. From that point, when they are saying, yes, I want to start selling, I want to know how to do this business, then get them in Top Coaches. Put them in the group Top Coaches and introduce them if they want to be in our chat for Top Coaches. The chat, I would like to, since we're getting a lot more people in there, I would like for our chat to be more of a, yay, so-and-so's doing, or, whatever, more of an announcement kind of place. And it does work only because I'm in a lot of other groups. I'm in some other groups with, being Diamond, or some, the groups that are going to Summit and things like that. It really does work. So if there's questions, Q&As, go and ask them in the Top Coach. And then from the Top Coach, okay, so Top Coach is for business people. When someone says, I am ready, I want to hit Emerald, I want to do this business, and you see that they understand how to sell challenge packs, they're getting that going, then you want to put them in the Push to Emerald. You don't want to just get them and just say, here's all the groups and splatter them with that. Don't do that. From there, so once they start selling challenge packs, they're like, okay, I think I want to do this business, then get them into the Push to Emerald group. And then I think I've done the pin post for that, to where they can go and order for the Push to Emerald. And then once they hit Emerald, we have a Push to Diamond group. And that Push to Diamond group is, that thing is full. Both of them, Push to Emerald and Diamond. It is full. I haven't organized, though, the Push to Diamond. I don't have that pinned post at the top. I need to work on that. I need to make a note right now. Diamond URL. Get them in that. There are so many videos, so many things to learn in there, and really get your coaches to, like for me, I went through Coach Basics, but it wasn't fast enough for me. I'm like, my goodness, if I've got to wait 30 days to get going, I'm not going to get anywhere. I was searching that funny guy, Caleb Thomas. I watched every single one of his videos in one afternoon. I went to his YouTube channel and watched every single thing I could. Jatana didn't tell me to do that. Nobody told me to do that. I just did it. I went in and found Mindy Winder. Jatana, well, she knew who Mindy Winder was, but she didn't find her. I found her, you know? So when someone's really hungry for it, they're going to get the information. And that Push to Diamond group, it is a gold mine. It's a diamond mine for like getting information about the company and what to do. And then from that point, when someone has already hit Emerald and they are really serious about, doing it with the business, then that's when I'm going to start introducing them to Jatana's groups. With her, she has a Push to Diamond group and things like that. And that's when I'm going to introduce. Now, let me back step a little bit. When I get new coaches, I do not immediately put them in Epic Empire. I think it's too overwhelming. Because at first I didn't think that we had enough information in Life Changers. Now I think that we do. I think we have a lot of coaches, especially if we're using that top coach place for a Q&A place. We have a lot, and I would like to use and we can ask them in Life Changers. We can ask questions in Life Changers too. Because that's going to help our, the other discount coaches to be like, what's going on? They're doing some fun stuff or whatever. And then once they're really doing the business, then I'm like, hey, if you want some more information, do you want me to put you in Jatana's? And then that will let your coaches say like, this is a perk for me to be in like Jatana's group. That's awesome. But they have to earn that. I don't just put every coach that I have in Jatana's group. I'm not putting every coach I have in top coaches, because some want to do the business and some don't. And I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be annoying to those who really don't want to do the business. So, all right. So does that make sense of where to put your coaches when you get them in? What to do with them? And then the other thing that I just want to review, I don't know whether to do it on my whiteboard or to go and to share my screen. Let me share screen for this. You guys have seen this so many times. A big mess here. Let's see, where do I have it? Pictures. My thing is like, what are you doing? Images. I can't believe I'm actually that organized. You should have seen when I started. All right, where is the just plain old diamond? Here it is. Oh, I wanna open it. Can I open it? All right, so this is the diamond chart. All right, for those of you who are just now doing this thing, I don't have an emerald chart. So maybe this is going to be confusing. I don't want this to be confusing for new coaches. To be emerald, I'm just going to, it's easy. To be emerald, just like stick with me here with my words. You're going to sign up 2 coaches. You're going to put one of those coaches on your left, and you're going to put one of those coaches on your right. You get one coach on your left, one coach on your right, bam, you are emerald. Okay, bam. There is an emerald, a ruby ranking as well, but we're just going to skip that because most people don't even hit ruby. I mean, most people go straight to diamond. But although Gina might hit ruby before she hits diamond, because you could have 2 emeralds. All right, so this is the diamond chart. What this looks like, and you're going to see some that have, let me X out of this. You're going to see some that looks like, let me show you Gina's right now, because she's like, she shared tonight. So Gina she got this coach, and bam, she was emerald. But she didn't stop there. Now she has a coach that's here, and she has a coach that's here. So she is on her way to diamond. She's got to get another coach here, and she's got to get another coach here. When she also needs another coach here and another coach here, right? So she's going to have 4 coaches and 4 coaches on each side. Now, what's special about the green ones is that these guys have turned emerald. So when Gina has a coach that's on her left side that turns emerald, so this person will get 2 coaches. And then a person that's on her right side, this person gets 2 coaches, then Gina becomes emerald. Becomes diamond. Okay, so that's the diamond chart. So that's how you push to diamond. So many of you guys already have a husband on your left. Sarah has a husband on her left. So her husband actually went emerald. And she has Gina on her left. And then last night, Sarah had Brandy, that's on her right side. Brandy went emerald. So Sarah went diamond last night. So that's, the nice thing is when you have a husband, you can make your husband emerald. And then if you have another, family member or someone that can go in here on this right side, you can make that family member. You can just put all these discount coaches in here and bam, you're a diamond. Now, the perks of that, I'll stop the share. Anybody have any questions about that until I go on? So the perks about that, you do not get this amazing diamond bonus. When I went diamond, I'm like, okay, where's the money? There wasn't this big money that fell from the sky. However, I will say every time, and that's a whole, I'm not going to go into that cycle bonus because I've already done videos on that, but you get that cycle bonus. It's $12 for each bonus, for each cycle, 14 for each cycle as an emerald. It is 16 for each cycle as a ruby and 18 for each cycle as a diamond. So the money goes up there. And then then every time that your team starts building, you're going to get volume from your team. And I think in one of the groups today too, I was showing you like with Pat's side, like in my site, I have Pat in there and all of these coaches that have gone under Pat. Or just let's say a random, because I have a girl named Tina. She's not even doing the business. She's just a discount coach. She's actually inactive right now. If she understood the business and like looked in there and saw, she has all of this volume that could be hers if she wanted to do the volume. Same thing with you guys. You have that strong leg that has all of that volume on that one side. And if you start adding, coaches to that other side, you're going to start getting team volume and bonuses from that. And I just like Jatana was saying last week, forever I was saying, okay, well there's $14. Yay, babe, we made $14 today. And then the next week, maybe I sold a challenge pack. Okay, 14 plus 40. Yay. Okay, but when you make an emerald, so Sarah made an emerald, Gina's an emerald, Sarah's going to get a $100 bonus because she made an emerald. So whenever you make rank advancement underneath you, you get bonuses. So then you get the team bonuses, then you get the cycles, and then, and then you get the commission from your staff. So, it all goes back to that square, like that very first, that square one, that very first thing of, are we here to help people? Are we here to be genuine and to love on people? Because I can tell you we get so much farther if we are genuinely loving on people and reaching out and loving them. And that's drawing them to us, because all of us need somebody to help us. I don't care what it's about. If it's about our, it doesn't even have to be about Beachbody. It can be about anything. People want to know that we care about them and they want to see our sincere hearts. And then we need to post about it. Yes, we can post about our life, but we have to post something of value. We have to post, even if you're getting quotes and putting how it relates to you, or your before and after pictures. You've got to do something with your fitness. Fitness needs to be on there every single day. You have to have some kind of, whether it's a workout, whether it's Shakeology or your meals or something, there has to be something on there every single day, because unless somebody is like stalking you, they're not going to see your fitness posts every day. They're going to see it maybe twice a week if you happen to show up in their news feed. But if you're only posting once a day or once every other day, most of your people will never see what you're doing. And most people never go to nobody does that anymore, of like, oh, let me go see what Melinda's doing today. Nobody just goes to somebody's page unless Melinda's doing something like, what do you mean she's working out? Well, I wanted to kind of lose 10 pounds. Let me see, whatever. But then if I'm like interested, well, Melinda said she posted, and then I'm like interested, and then I never see anything else on there about her fitness journey. Well, shoot. Well, now I don't get any value from that. Well, let me go and look for someone that does have fitness, right? That just makes sense to me. That's why I stayed with Jatana for so long. I was looking to get her ideas for what I was doing on Facebook with my ministry. I needed where I was. I needed I needed to see her posts so that I could apply that to what I was doing. So if somebody is interested in fitness or getting healthy or they need that transformation in their mind. So they have to see what you're doing. So I sound like a broken record, but they have to see your posts. If they're not seeing your posts, then there's Miriam. Sorry. I'm glad Miriam's on.
Sorry.
That's all good. I know. See, I'm like, oh, squirrel. And you're thin. Look at your thin face, Miriam. But anyway, she's lost 38 pounds. I know, another squirrel. Out of everybody in all of Life Changers, Miriam has lost 38 pounds. I don't like that term biggest loser, because you're not a loser. You're my biggest winner. Miriam's my biggest winner. 38 pounds. That's huge. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. So anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about, but who else wants to chime in? Like, really, I want this interactive. Who wants to? Cindy, you're doing really good with your posts. Let's talk about your posts. Cindy DePinto, California Cindy. Because you have been faithful with your posting. As soon as you found Hootsuite, you've been really, really good with your posts. And Melinda pointed that out this week too. So tell us about
I love Hootsuite. Every Sunday, I try to get at least 7 different posts scheduled through Hootsuite to cover at least one a day. And I just kind of have a little system of, getting motivational ones in there, recipes in there, workout ones, and I try to scatter them throughout. And then the rest of the week, I try to post real time if I can. Yeah, and it's working. I mean, people are definitely responding to it.
Yeah. And where do you get all of your motivational stuff?
I stalk people. No.
That is good. See?
I stalk all of you guys. But I do. I do definitely, in fact, what you were saying about the cutting and pasting, I've been looking at Mindy Wenders for a long time, Melissa McAllister, a couple others, and I have a whole page and tucked in back of everything where if I see a good idea, I cut and paste it into that, and when I'm stuck, I tweak it, I add a picture of myself, and I put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been really helpful. Yeah, that's done it. And I know people are following along. And
hi, Carl.
I had someone say hi.
See, that's what happens when you're friends with all of your coaches.
Hi, everybody.
But I had somebody today thank me again for putting everything. She said, you motivate me every day. She never clicks like on anything, but she's been interacting with me through the text messaging for months. And I think, I'm crossing my fingers, I think tonight she's going to sign up. But I mean, I know she's there. Even if she doesn't, I know at some point she will. So it's, yeah, I love Hootsuite though. It's my very favorite thing.
You know, and even going on that tangent, and I want to go back on the Hootsuite stuff, but on that tangent of, she's going to, but all right. If I had a dime for every person that talked to me in October and said they wanted to join me, and I haven't heard a peep out of them for months. One person that's in my challenge group now, Anna, Miriam and I both know her. She was one of the first people that contacted me. She's on my first sheet of paper. She wanted to know what was going on. She just bought 3 days ago, 4 days ago. If I had put all of my blinders just on her, I wouldn't have gotten anything done. I would have been disappointed. And just like what Gino had said that too, you had said that it kind of changed your personality because you're so focused. Please buy, I need to make a seat. You just can't. And then it ends up being like, you know what? I don't want what you have to say. Then they don't want it. They don't want it. So if you are, it's kind of like what I told Pat, we were talking about like going fishing. If you're throwing like lots of crumbs out there, you're going to have a lot of fish come. But if you're throwing one piece of bread for one fish, you know what I'm saying? And then you try to catch that fish with your bare hand, it's going to run away and then you're not going to get any fish. But if you just throw your crumbs out, and that's what our Facebook posts are, it's throwing your crumbs out. And, and not focusing on that one person, but really focusing on that audience. It's kind of like one of my favorite is Beth Moore. I love her. she doesn't just speak to one person in the audience. She's speaking to everybody there. And then at the end, she does an altar call. Whoever wants to come to Jesus is going to come to Jesus. You know what I mean? And if they don't, they don't. You know, it might be next church service. It might, I don't know. Why does it always go back to, I really don't try to make this church, but I don't know anything else. But, you know, I mean, but that is true. They don't all just come and bite at one time. They're sitting on it. They're sitting on it. So, but anyway, I just had to go on that tangent. So, but Hootsuite has been awesome for you to get your posts and getting those up.
I do commiserate with Gina though, with your not hitting Success Club. That happened to me too. I was trying to get that 3 months in so I could get that free ticket to the summit next year. I did it the first 2 months, and then the third month, nothing. I didn't change anything. It just nobody bit. Like, there was just nothing. And I know what you're feeling. I know that. I was like, oh, but like then the next month it worked. So it's just, you just have to be yourself. Like, that's what I've decided to. I just have to keep thinking, just like you said, what this is about. It's about helping people. Mm-hmm. When they're ready to be helped, they will come to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel your pain.
Yeah. And we've had, you know, and there have been other coaches, whether it's on Epic or even Life Changers, where certain goals weren't met, and like, you know, life happens, and you know, financial situations, you know, pop up. And what I just love for both of you, multiple coaches on this team, as this is a broken record too. I've been sewing into this business literally for 2 years, but I signed up as a coach in October. You know, I was getting that audience and healthy living and getting people to join my events, those free events. And then when I joined Beachbody, so you know, that's when I already had people that were like, oh, I want to get healthy with Rebecca. So we were getting healthy, and then people just jumped in with that. So it wasn't just like I blindly said, I want to be a Beachbody coach, and then I've hit SC every month. It's just so unfair to say, oh, no, it didn't happen that way. It just didn't. And it's not going to happen that way for most people. So, but I think that is awesome that it didn't get you tripped up and down because of those short goals. Those are little goals when you see like the grand scheme of things, and then it gets going after you're in it for a year and 2 years, and it gets rolling. It's that merry-go-round. I mean, it is pushing that merry-go-round, and it's so hard to get pushing. And once it gets going, it gets easier. And then it starts going, and then it's so fast, and you can't even stop it. You know, it's so hard to even stop it. So it really does happen that way, because you do reap what you sow in this. So, but your posts are awesome though. And then you were saying that too, like with pictures. Melinda, that's what I wanted you to share. Oh, I can unmute you.
I can try.
Yeah, you said your internet's cutting in and out.
My internet is so bad I can't get more than a couple of seconds at a time, so I'll try. So can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I had an interesting experience at church 2 Sundays ago. I had a friend tell me about, oh yeah, I have this friend who is a Beachbody coach, and she was telling me her name and I didn't recognize her. And so she pulled up her Facebook to try to show me who she was, to see if I knew who she was. And as she's scrolling her Facebook, she goes, oh, that's not a flattering pose. Oh, that's not a flattering picture. Because the pictures that she was taking, the selfies and the things, were from like up, like getting her chin and just getting her face. And they weren't flattering, I'll admit that. And so it was interesting to have my friend scrolling her Facebook and not wanting to show me any pictures because she couldn't find a flattering one of her friend to show me, hey, this is my friend. And she goes, oh, I'm going to have to talk to her about that. So I would just encourage to make those pictures good. Make them, I've been looking at mine, and you encouraged us to change our profile picture. And I saw that mine, the only pictures I could come up with of myself was like this one that was all washed out. And so I did change that recently. So that was good. And that got a lot of traffic. So just changing up your pictures a lot gets a lot of traffic. I was shocked at how much. And then I even posted a picture, and then I used that as my profile picture 2 days later, and it almost got the same amount of traffic. It's the same picture. So it was kind of crazy, just changing your profile picture, posting pictures and things like that. But there was a gal, who did we just listen to? We just listened to somebody, or maybe I did on YouTube, I'm not sure. Oh no, it was on the Epic call. It was Rin, talking about taking a bunch of pictures of herself, changing different outfits just in one day, just spending time, and then being able to grab those pictures to go with posts. So I'm going to work on doing that, because that's what I find is I never have a good picture of myself. Like today, I'm like, I want to do videos of cooking, and I'm like, oh, but I have to go get ready and then do my hair, and so I'm not ready to do those pictures. So that's what I'm going to work on doing, is getting a bunch of pictures that I can just grab, whether I'm in my workout clothes, but I look, semi put together or that kind of thing. So I can grab and, pick and choose from posts and pictures and things. I've got lots of quotes, but I don't always have pictures to go with them. So now I got to match those two. But I just thought it was very interesting as my friend was scrolling going, oh, that's not a good picture. That's not a good picture. That's not flattering. So people do look at that. And that kind of at first made me nervous because like, oh, I'm totally being judged. And then I went, no. But that just makes me mindful of being good at what I'm posting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's good too to see yourself as successful. Like, imagine yourself like, I am Mindy Wender. I am Mindy Wender. I am a successful Beachbody coach. I'm not just a little housewife trying to make my way and trying to be, and I'm going to work, and then it'll be really professional when I get that level. You've got to present it of, no, I've got my ducks in a row. That's being a leader so that people want to follow what they see. So, I mean, I think that that's a big deal. And then there's filters, love filters, Insta Beauty. Insta Beauty. Do you guys know what Insta Beauty is? It will, it's a lovely app. Wait a minute, let me go back to it. Insta Beauty, I don't know if you can even see it. Well, you'll see it. There's only one Insta Beauty. It's pink and has a little like pinkish circle in the middle of it. It's wonderful. It will, you can, it just does a smoothing thing over your face. A 43-year-old woman loves that. It just smooths it and just makes you brighter, and it just makes things perk. I do not make my face thinner, and I do not add, well, I do want to start adding like eye color. I would like to add eye color, but I think that'd be kind of fun every now and then. But that's a great app. And then Photify has different filters to pop them out. So a lot of times, like today when I did Cindy Campus, she was my challenge group winner. Her picture of her, but I've used the same, that's another reason why I really need you guys to have more photos so that I don't use the same one every time I shout you out. But like with Cindy Campus's, it was really washed out and it just didn't look good. I went to Photify, put it in Photify, and you can adjust, you choose one of the filter things, I don't know, like Shanghai and I don't know, like New York or whatever they're called. You pick one and then you can adjust the brightness and the contrast and whatever, and to get it to where it really pops out. Because if it's dull, it's just not good. Same thing with profile pictures for your pictures. Going to a white wall and literally having a photo shoot just close or as close as you can, and then just getting and then when I see it, it's like, oh, look at that. Who is that? I think it's a big deal. I'm so rabbit trailing on things because I'm just getting these thoughts, because if I have something, I just want to help you with it. Something that I'm noticing, I don't know if you guys are noticing it, as I'm trying to add friends, people aren't responding to my friend requests as much. Are you guys noticing that or no? Like when I add them as friends, they're not accepting my friend request. But when I change out my cover photo and make it more about like family rather than business, then people will accept it. I don't know what that's about. And then I've learned I'm not going to add friends when I've just advertised a challenge group. Or I'm not going to add a friend when I've just posted a before and after, because they see it, because everybody is doing that now. Everybody wants to sell It's Works and Roden and Fields and all of these things, and they don't want a salesperson. But when they see that when I've done like a really good quote or a really good something, like a story about me, or put my sister or graduations and stuff, then they're like, oh, we have mutual friends. That's a normal person. They'll accept it. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not. So that's why I changed my cover photo back to like, I mean, it's still nice. It's not just trash. It's still a nice cover photo, but it's not as click here and learn more about my business. I don't know. That's just my thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe it's just coincidence, but I'm just not getting as many responses for friend requests. So who else wants to share? Anybody else have anything to share?
I have a question.
Okay.
So I have a challenger who's in my challenge group now, but not on Facebook at all. So I've basically been sending the same email, the same post in email form. Does anybody else do email communication? And do you do some kind of scheduled emails? And I need to know how to schedule those because it's too hard for me to do daily like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I wish Susan was on here because that's the way that she's doing it. She's just not a Facebook person, but it's hard because she has a lot of people that aren't on. And she told me the thing that she uses, and it's Google. It's something through Google. It's like a Google scheduler, but I'm not sure what it is. And
Okay.
Google will schedule those for her. Have you tried the challenge, the app, the tracker app?
I haven't. It would just be something else I have to learn.
I know. That's where I am.
But also, Curtis mentioned to me that, what's that one program? It's something monkey, not PicMonkey. It's MailChimp. But that's also another thing I'd have to learn. But he knows how to use that. But I think you can schedule stuff like that. But I am going to Google it. I was just wondering if anybody else, does that.
And it's interesting because Lori Butterworth, one of her challengers, and she's been one of the best, she's been in there for months now, and she's in my challenge group now because Lori's still in with me with that. And she only does Facebook for the challenge group. She has 3 friends. It's me, Lori, and one other person. So as you get busier and get more, this is how I run mine. Other people do different things. Like I said, Susan, she does less Facebook and she does more email. So whatever works for anybody else. For me, I tell people I can't do email. I just can't. It's just another thing on my plate. Like my Facebook pool is full. Like I can't do another thing. I would love to help you if you want to buy the challenge pack, and that'd be awesome. And maybe, help them in that first challenge. And then after that, really, maybe that they would get on Facebook just for the challenge group, and that support, because that is such a
that's what she said she was going to do eventually. She will, but there's too many things happening at the same time. So anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to lose someone. I don't want to lose someone if they can only do email, so I will definitely cater to them, for that little bit, but, once they sign up, and I'll send them. What you could do too is if you had a way that you could send everything in a document, kind of like that Bitly thing that I do, the pinned post. And if you had a pinned post that had everything on it and all of the attachments and the YouTube attachments, you could just say, here is the schedule that we do, and then just check in on her like every 3 days or so, 4 days. So when you have it in your, because I do message all of my challengers. And then on just that day, when it's the day to message, for her, you're going to send a quick email. Hey, how's it going? But you're going to already, just for those email people, and are you guys familiar with Bitly? Have I showed you guys Bitly yet?
I don't think so.
Bitly is wonderful. Bitly is wonderful.
What is that, an app? What is that?
It is wait a minute. Let me get out of here. Gina. Let's see. Let's find Bitly. No, not but. Sorry. Bitly. Bitly URL. All right, so this is what this looks like. All right, so let's say that I'm going to, you would have to do it in your email as well, or like a Word document. So let's say that I'm going to go to a challenge group that I've already done. Let me go to my, there's Cindy. There's Cindy right there. Why isn't she on this call? She needs to be getting in this business. She's going to rock it. She just lost 14 pounds. All right, here's my last challenge group, Spring into Shape. What you should do is do it as you're going through your challenge group. Well, if she's already on there, it'd make it a lot easier. With this, you have to go all the way to the, oh, wait a minute. That's not going to work either. That's not going to work either. Because she's not on Facebook. Shoot. Well, maybe it would work if you did it this way. Here, hang on. I know Bitly works. It's not just for Facebook. Spring into summer, because this is my very first post for today. And I had that's my thing right there. Where's my YouTube? All right, so let's show this. I want to go to this. I want to find you on YouTube. All right, so here's the YouTube. All right, so here it is. So you would go back there, and let me. So you would go here, and you would copy all of this, right? You copy it, and you're gonna put it on a Word doc. And then, so you understand that? Like if you made a Word doc, you put it on the Word doc. Then you go here, and you copy this. So copy it. You copy from the address bar. Then you go over to Bitly, and I'm gonna move you guys over here. You go to Bitly, create a link, and then you post that address right here. And it's going to, and then getting started with 21 Day Fix. So that's the title of it. It already has it in there. A lot of times it'll be a random one if you do it for Facebook. It'll be random, and you title it, and then you literally copy it. So let's say, so I've copied it. I'm going to go ahead and do a Word doc and show you. I mean, it'll take a little time. This will be your power hour one day. Okay. So here's the Bitly. So that's the quick link. So you don't have it all, with all those things. And then let me go back here. Go back to spring into summer. Prep week, day 1, copy. I'll go back to my Word document. And you're going to put it above it. Oops, paste. So there it is. So there's day 1. And then you just skip and go down. So does that make sense? Then you have just that quick thing right here. So anytime that you want to do just anything, that's how I do my pinned posts to my group. The ones from, where are we? The New Coach Training Academy. That's what's in here. It's all the Bitly posts. Where's my pinned post? Does this it? Yes. No, don't do that. See more. All of these are Bitly. So, yeah. But I don't know. I was thinking that maybe if you had you can't do it from Facebook. That's what I was ultimately thinking, was that you could ultimately have a sheet that looks like this to send to her, but only if you're in this Facebook group can you even see this. Like these group, because the private things that are in here, I don't know if I'm making sense. So like this right here, these Bitlys right here are posts that are already in this training academy. So nobody can see it unless you're in this training academy. So anyway, does that make sense? Or did I confuse you more?
Sorry, I
Does
wanna have
Rebecca,
to take off.
Hootsuite, I think, does it.
Does Hootsuite send emails?
I have
I was
noticed
thinking-
emails with Hootsuite.
I think it's just media. I think it's just social media for Hootsuite.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. There is a Google, and you could Google it. There is a Google thing that sends that you schedule emails through Google. But like I said, for just one person, personally, I think, Miriam, you have a lot of other fish to fry than worrying about that way. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm. I like what you said, even just sending a list of everything and, you know,
Just send a
messaging her. Just to
yeah,
kinda
just
check.
just send prep week. Let her know how to mix the shake, do the containers, those autumn videos. If you send her prep week, now that would be worth it. That would be worth the 30 minutes, a half an hour to organize a prep week. But if she wants that accountability is not going to come in an email. Accountability is going to come from the group. So you can teach her how to use the pack through the email, but accountability is going to be in your Facebook group. So, anybody else have any ideas or questions? Kathy, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Farming.
Yeah. How's your business?
What was that?
How's your business going?
Slow. But I do have to agree, the amount of work that you put into it is directly reflected on the amount of work that comes out of it, or the success that comes out of it. So, and I've definitely seen that. So I think most of what I need to be involved with busy work is coming to an end. And so I'm ready to go again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the thing. And I heard someone say that too. It really is just like that merry-go-round. Once you get it going, and if you come off, the merry-go-round is going to stop. It's just going to stop. But then, once we get it going again, it'll go. Just being faithful with posting, because once people saw your before and afters, people were like, what is she doing? Because you were just on fire in the beginning too. But I also understand life happens sometimes too, Get that.
I do have a Success Club question for you. Do we not get Success Club points if they're on home auto ship?
You get it one time. So whenever you sell it, that's when you get the points. So you don't get it like next month when it comes again or
Okay.
no. Yeah. And you don't get it, unfortunately, even from like your free leads, because they've already made the purchase through Beachbody. Now, if they bought a new challenge pack, if your free lead bought a new challenge pack, wait a minute, they couldn't get Shakeology again. So you can only buy a challenge pack once because you get Shakeology and the workout together, because that's how the deal comes. So. All right, well, we covered a lot of ground in this. I don't even know what to title this once it comes through. But I think it's helpful. I mean, anybody have any other questions about your business? I mean, I can even stop recording too. We can talk stuff. I am going to stop recording. I'll say, have a good night, and then we'll get back in this. Have a good night.